Have you ever closed your eyes at night and wondered, where did it all begin? Not just your life, not just this day, but everything. The stars above, the ground beneath you, the oceans, the air you breathe. Could there have been a moment, a single instant, when nothing suddenly became something? Imagine drifting back, further and further, through the timeline of existence. Back before your parents, before the first humans, before the Earth itself was born. Drift past the swirling galaxies, past the newborn stars, past the faint glow of the early universe. And then you arrive at the beginning, the very first breath of reality. Scientists call it the Big Bang. But what does that really mean? Was it an explosion? Was it silence? Was it chaos? Or was it the perfect order? Close your eyes for a moment and picture it. A universe smaller than a grain of sand, holding within it everything that would ever exist. Every star, every planet, every tree, every thought, even you. How can all of that be compressed into something so small, so infinitely dense? And if it was there, waiting, who or what placed it there? The Big Bang was not like the explosions, you know. There was no fireball in the darkness, no sound to be heard. It was space itself stretching, time itself beginning. One instant there was nothing. The next, there was everything. Can you imagine that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then, the birth of all we see and all we cannot see. How could nothing produce something? Have you ever sat in silence, in a quiet room, and felt the weight of emptiness? Now imagine that silence multiplied beyond comprehension, the silence of absolute nothingness. And then suddenly a spark, a moment, a beginning. As the universe expanded, it was unimaginably hot, temperatures so extreme that matter as we know it could not yet exist. Only pure energy, rushing outward, filling the newborn cosmos. And yet, in that chaos, there was potential. The seeds of galaxies, the seeds of life, the seeds of you. But where did that energy come from? Was it always there, hidden, waiting for release? Or did it emerge from true nothingness, like a thought appearing in your mind? Can something ever come from nothing? Or is nothing itself just an illusion? Billions of years later, we sit here, asking these questions. Tiny beings on a small blue planet, trying to understand the vastness of existence. Isn't it strange? The universe gave birth to stars, and stars gave birth to elements, and those elements became us. And now we, made of stardust, dare to look back and ask, where did it all begin? What if the Big Bang was not the beginning at all? What if it was only a doorway, one cycle in an eternal rhythm of birth and death? Could there have been a universe before ours, collapsing inward, only to burst forth again? Could there be countless universes, each beginning with its own spark, each expanding, each fading? The idea is both humbling and comforting, because if there were other universes before ours, then perhaps time is not a straight line at all. Perhaps time is a circle, a gentle cycle, an endless breath in and breath out. Can you feel that rhythm as you breathe in now, and as you breathe out? As the young universe cooled, matter began to form. Protons, neutrons, and electrons danced in the early cosmos. Simple, fragile particles that would one day build mountains and oceans, cities and hearts, laughter and dreams. How could something so simple, so basic, give rise to all of this? The first atoms formed, mostly hydrogen, the simplest element. And with hydrogen came the possibility of stars. Stars that would one day ignite, burn, and spread light across the darkness. Stars that would live and die, leaving behind heavier elements, carbon, oxygen, iron, the very building blocks of you and me. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and realized that every atom in your body was once inside a star? That the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the oxygen you breathe, each of them was forged in the heart of a burning sun. Isn't that incredible? You are not separate from the universe. You are the universe made conscious. But think again. Why should atoms come together at all? Why should stars form instead of chaos? Why should matter not simply scatter into endless nothingness? Could there be laws, invisible and eternal, guiding this dance? Who or what wrote those laws? Gravity pulled matter together, slowly, patiently, shaping the first stars. Imagine the first star lighting up in the darkness of the early universe, a lonely beacon shining against the infinite night. Can you picture it? A single point of light, burning, and then another and another, until the darkness was filled with countless stars. And so the universe began to look familiar. Galaxies spun into being, vast collections of stars, billions in number. They stretched across the cosmos like glowing islands in an endless ocean. And among them, one small star, in one small galaxy, would someday give life to a world we call Earth. Isn't it amazing that from the unimaginable chaos of the Big Bang came order? That from nothing came galaxies, stars, and planets? That from a beginning so violent, so strange, came the gentle beauty of a flower blooming, of waves on a shore, of a child's laughter? What does that tell us about beginnings, about chaos, about silence and emptiness? Could it be that in every ending, in every silence, in every stillness, there is the seed of something new? And now, as you drift deeper into this story, allow your mind to wander. Picture yourself floating through that early universe. Around you, glowing clouds of gas stretch for light years. Stars ignite and fade. Galaxies swirl slowly like giant cosmic whirlpools. Time has no meaning here. There is no hurry, no rush, only endless unfolding. What do you feel drifting there? Do you feel small, like a grain of sand in the infinite? Or do you feel vast, as if you are the universe itself? Which is true? Could it be both? The universe, still young, continued to expand. But expansion itself raises another question. Expand into what? If the Big Bang was the beginning of space and time, then where was it expanding? Was there an outside? Was there a boundary? Or is it that the universe has no edge, no center, only infinite unfolding? Have you ever stood on a hill and looked at the horizon and wondered what lies beyond? The universe is like that horizon. The more we search, the more it stretches away. No matter how far we go, there is always more. Could it be that infinity itself is part of the design? Billions of years passed. Stars lived and died. With their deaths came new life, as elements scattered into space. And those elements formed new stars, new planets, new possibilities. Think of it as a cosmic cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Just as the seasons on Earth change, so too do the stars. Could it be that the universe is not static, but alive, breathing in its own rhythm? On one tiny planet, orbiting one ordinary star, something remarkable happened. Life. At first, simple and fragile. Cells drifting in ancient seas, dividing, changing, adapting. Could the potential for life have been written into the universe from the very beginning? When hydrogen first formed, was the possibility of you already hidden inside? Life grew more complex. Creatures crawled onto land. Forests stretched across continents. Dinosaurs thundered, then disappeared. Mammals rose. Humans began to wonder, to dream, to ask. And eventually, humans looked up at the night sky and whispered the question. You whisper now. Where did it all begin? Isn't it curious that the universe became aware of itself through us? That matter, arranged in just the right way, began to think, to feel, to imagine. When you look at the stars, it is the universe looking at itself. When you ask about the Big Bang, it is the universe asking about its own birth. But the mystery grows deeper. If everything began at the Big Bang, what came before? Some say nothing. That time itself began with that first moment, and the question before has no meaning. Others say the universe may be one of many, that countless beginnings have happened, and countless more will come. Could there be infinite versions of you, in infinite universes, each wondering the same question? What does that make you feel? Small or eternal? Imagine the universe as a book. The Big Bang is the first page. Galaxies, stars, and life fill the middle chapters. And you, right now, are one sentence in that vast story. But is there a final chapter? Or is the book endless, with new pages appearing as you read? Physicists tell us that the universe continues to expand, faster and faster. What will happen in the distant future? Will everything drift apart into silence? Will stars fade, galaxies dissolve, and space grow cold? Or will it collapse back into itself, beginning another cycle? Could the end and the beginning be the same? Now close your eyes and imagine floating at the edge of time. Behind you lies everything you know: Earth, stars, galaxies. Ahead lies the unknown. Do you feel fear or wonder? Does the darkness ahead feel empty, or does it feel full of possibility? As you drift there, remember, you are made of this universe. You are the product of stars, of time, of the first spark at the Big Bang. In a way, you carry the entire story within you. Isn't that comforting? That no matter what happens, you are forever connected to the beginning of everything. The Big Bang is not just a scientific theory, it is a story. A story of emergence, of transformation, of mystery. And like every good story, it asks questions that may never be fully answered. Why is there something instead of nothing? Why is the universe ordered, not chaotic? Why does it contain beauty, meaning, and life? Could it be that the universe is not only physical, but also deeply personal? That the very act of wondering gives meaning to the cosmos? Without you to ask, would the Big Bang even matter? And so you drift deeper, not only into sleep, but into the questions themselves. The questions become soft pillows, the mysteries become a blanket. You rest inside the unknown, safe in the knowledge that it will always be bigger than you, but never without you. Perhaps the truth is simple. The universe wanted to be known, and so it created eyes to see, minds to wonder, and hearts to feel. And here you are, fulfilling that purpose, simply by listening, by dreaming, by asking. Now imagine the first light of the Big Bang still glowing faintly, stretched across the cosmos. Scientists call it the cosmic microwave background. It is the afterglow of creation, still shining after billions of years. Isn't it amazing that you can see echoes of the beginning, still written across the sky? Every time you look at that faint glow, you are seeing the past. You are touching the moment when everything began. Could it be that time is not gone, but layered, always present, waiting for us to notice? And so, as the story unfolds, you drift further into peace. The questions remain, but they no longer demand answers. They are not puzzles to be solved, but songs to be heard, softly, in the background of your dreams. Let them guide you now, as you fall deeper into rest. The universe is vast, but your place in it is certain. You are a child of the stars, a fragment of the Big Bang, a whisper of eternity. The universe continues its silent expansion. Stars are born in great clouds of dust and gas, glowing with newborn fire. Others fade, collapsing into darkness, leaving behind black holes, mysteries that bend time and space. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to cross that horizon, the edge of a black hole where even light cannot escape? Would it be the end, or just another beginning? Could there be entire universes hidden inside, waiting, unseen? The Big Bang gave rise to these wonders, but it also gave rise to the ability to ask such questions. Isn't it strange that the same laws that formed galaxies also shaped your brain, your thoughts, your dreams? In a way, you're not separate from the cosmos. You're the cosmos, asking itself who it is. If time began with the Big Bang, what does that mean for the concept of eternity? Is eternity endless time, or is it timelessness? When you close your eyes now, do you feel time passing, or do you feel the stillness beneath it? Could eternity be hidden in the present moment, right here, right now? Perhaps the greatest mystery is not the beginning of the universe, but the fact that you are here to witness it. That in this vast ocean of stars and space, a consciousness emerged that could ask why. If you think about it, isn't that the most miraculous part of all? Not that there is something instead of nothing, but that there is awareness of it. And yet, even awareness is fleeting. Civilizations rise and fall, stars burn and fade, even universes may come and go. But the story never truly ends. It continues in new forms, new shapes, new dreams. Could it be that you too are part of that eternal cycle? That your thoughts tonight ripple outward like starlight, becoming part of the infinite? Imagine again the very first moment, the singularity, a point with no size, no space, no time, everything compressed into one. Then expansion, creation, light. Now, billions of years later, you carry that moment within you. Every heartbeat, every breath is connected to the pulse of that first instant. Isn't that beautiful? That you are both ancient and new, both a beginning and a continuation. As you drift deeper into rest, let yourself feel that connection. The universe is not far away, not separate. It is in you, around you and beyond you. You are safe within it. You are home. The Big Bang may always remain a mystery. Perhaps we will never know what truly happened. But maybe the questions are more important than the answers. Maybe the act of wondering is what keeps us alive, keeps us searching, keeps us dreaming. So tonight, let the questions cradle you. Let the unknown be your comfort. The stars will continue to shine. The galaxies will continue to spin. And you will continue to rest, wrapped in the story of everything. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Feel the gentle weight of the universe holding you. There is no hurry. There is no end. There is only the unfolding of time, the quiet of space, and the peace of being part of it all. You are stardust. You are ancient. You are new. You are a spark of the Big Bang, still glowing after billions of years. Sleep now, and let the story continue in your dreams. Good night, traveler of the cosmos.